It's time now for the Peter Channel Evening News on this Saturday evening, March 26, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Mr. Wiggins. Your 5:30 p.m. news headlines, and our top story at 5:30 p.m. on this Saturday evening is a Tennessee woman confirmed Saturday the death of her son in the Belgium terror attacks that killed 31 people. Justin Schultz, 30, was killed when coordinated acid terrorist detonated bombs at the Brussels airport and a subway station, she herself said. People voted in Seattle on Saturday during Washington Democratic caucus that has stated that the largest press of the day were 118 delegates as Bernie Sanders wins Alaska. Washington State and Hawaii Democrats are also voting. Brussels. Belgian authorities announced Sunday that they have charged a man in the connection to a Tuesday terror attack, saying that they believed he participated in plot that may be men in white captured in the airport surveillance video. Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump suggested he would destroy oil fields in the Middle East, claiming that they were a primary source of income for terrorism groups such as ISIS. 4 people, including 2 Iowa police officers, were killed in the wrong way crash on Saturday, according to the Des Moines Police Department. The nuclear power plant in Knoll, Belgium, as the country's had a troubled history. Security lapses at its nuclear power facility, as Belgium fears nuclear plants are vulnerable to terror attacks. Sana'a. Tens of thousands of Yemenis took to the streets of the capital of Sana'a on Saturday to mark the first anniversary of the war between a coalition led by Saudi Arabia against Iran. Allied filters were overthrowing the government. Syrian government forces backed by heavy Russian airstrikes that have seized 3 neighborhoods inside Palmyra, Atran, with famed Roman era ruins that fell to the Islamic State group last May, state media reported Saturday. Syria's future is in the hands of those who must demand the rule of law and accountability for a mass grave still consuming today's innocents. In Pyongyang, North Korea released a new propaganda video on Saturday showing the nuclear strike in Washington and warning the United States against provoking an attack. Washington. 71. In Iskandria, Iraq, at least 41 people, many children, were killed after Islamic State suicide bomber blew himself up at a soccer stadium in a small Iraqi town. In Tampa, Florida, Tampa police officer wounded and shooting at Youngland Brewing Company, a 71-year-old Robert Bennett that's mentally ill. Is there a better place for him? Hundreds of people attended a prayer vigil in Indiana on Friday night morning. 1-year-old girl who was dead for 40 days was ruled a homicide. Washington, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders sent Lennon, one of his most lighthearted moments on the campaign trail, far away Saturday as his campaign was treated as drawn and imminent, and the birthday stole the show during an event in Portland, Oregon. American Airlines Group Incorporated canceled scheduled flight from Detroit to Philadelphia on Saturday after co-pilot was suspected of being intoxicated. In Washington, Defense Secretary Ashton Carter continued using a private email server for months after scandal involving Hillary Clinton's private email use became public. Auburn, Alabama, a former assistant police chief, was sentenced to 41 months to federal prison for beating a suspect and selling marijuana from the evidence room. Flint, Michigan, FEMA extended its federal disaster declaration in the wake of the Flint water crisis mid-August, so water delays can continue. In Goodman, Alabama, a medical helicopter crashed Saturday morning in Coffee County, Alabama, killing all 4 people on board, emergency officials there said. Washington. In Tallahassee, Florida, Governor Rick Scott signed into law strict new provisions that could have been women's health clinics that perform abortion similar to law in Texas passed in 2013. San Diego, U.S. Navy Captain Dana Jusek was sentenced to 46 months in prison after being invited as a golden asset in his sex for secret bribery scandal. Household spending and home building fuel modest U.S. growth. Hillsburg, California. Microsoft Corporation executives and early talks to potential Yahoo Incorporated investors about contributing to finance and about a troubled internet company. Person familiar with the situation said, if nothing else fails, the uproar over print comments about men's and women's earnings and professional tennis drives from home the fact that the gender pay gap strongly persists. August unemployment rate continued to decline in February to 4.2% from 4.4% in January, matched the lowest level in 40 years, the U.S. said. In Hawthorne, Nevada, drone startup Philly announced that it successfully completed the first aerial package delivered in an urban setting. Los Gatos, California. Netflix released a statement saying that it follows video on mobile networks to protect customers from data overage charges. In Boston, an ensemble of young Japanese musicians founded in the aftermath of 2011 Fukushima disaster makes its U.S. debut in Boston. The Fukushima Youth Symphony will perform April 3rd in Boston's Symphony Orchestra as senior musicians from Japan, U.S., and England, and they will accompany 50 teenage musicians on the trip. Boston. Members of the Boston Police Department, the Suffolk District Office and other organization will climb the 60-story stairwell former John Hancock Tower to raise money for the Children's Vaccine Center of Suffolk County. Built on a quantum computers and tricky business with a range of obstacles still overcome, but scientists have had the massive breakthrough with a new circuit that could speed up development. Antarctic sleepers called Brunskurs can recognize humans who have ventured too close to the nest, say scientists. Ancient Yellowstone eruptions were fewer, yet much bigger. Yellowstone has been hosted to some epic eruptions in the past, but the researchers believe that those don't know the Kendall Pierce stroke super eruptions that they discovered in a new study. As work weekends, Washington, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, have issued a detailed and sweeping guidelines for preventing sexual transmissions of the Zika virus action that reveals medical experts' involvement in understanding the scope and severity. In Baton Rouge, Louisiana health officials Saturday lifted a notice about people in a small town of Donaldsville not to drink water to test to determine it was safe to drink. In Revere, Massachusetts, reported a body in the water off Woodland Avenue. Peter Chell News on 5:37 on this Saturday evening. Time now for a sports report. Boston Bruins will have a game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Game time 7 o'clock out in Toronto. While the Boston Celtics will have a game against the Phoenix Suns. Game time 10 o'clock. Take a look at some NHL scores. 7 minutes left in the second period. Dallas Stars leading the San Jose Sharks 2-0. 2:39 left in the third period. Minnesota Wild leading the Colorado Avalanche 4-0. Buffalo Sabres win the Winnipeg Jets 3-2, and the Pittsburgh Penguins over the Detroit Red Wings 7-2. And the New England Revolution and the New York City Football Club to a 1-1 tie. The Wheaton Lions men's lacrosse team entered the fourth quarter comeback to defeat UMass Dartmouth 13-10 at Norton Field. And in baseball at Stidhall Stadium, the Wheaton Lions and WPI split a doubleheader. First, WPI won 5-4 over Wheaton, and then Wheaton won that 3-2. And in softball, the Wheaton Lions and WPI also split a doubleheader. First, 7-5 for Wheaton, and then 5-1 by WPI. Chicago, the Magic and NCAA tournament soft the Lazarus and Chapman underdogs. The teams had that Cinderella tournament sent with college basketball that did with a child's fairy tale. Rafael Nadal retired from the second round. Miami Open against Diamond Thursday because of illness, and then the clue where the world's fifth-ranked player will return to action. Duke basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski said he would incorrectly answer the reporter's question when denying he lectured that Oregon's Dylan Brooks for sportsmanship according to the same release in the school on Saturday. California Chrome becomes the highest earning thoroughbred in North American history Saturday when he impressively and Saturday won the $10 million Dubai Gold Cup at the Maidan Racecourse in the United Arab Emirates. Austin, Texas. Jordan Spieth was headed home early Saturday afternoon as one of the WGC Dell match play over sooner than all his local Longhorn supporters at home. Peter Children's time is now 5:39 on this Saturday evening's time now for a traffic report. And take a look at Rhode Island, where Route 146 on the northbound side is slow after Route 99 on Lincoln, Rhode Island. 146 on the northbound side of Wilson, Route 122 in Woonsocket. Route 6 on the westbound side, we got it some slowdowns on Route 6 due to an accident around Hopkins Avenue and Judson, so expect some delays. But otherwise, all the highways and byways and round are looking good. Route 1 on both ends it's slow from South Alabama to 295 in Attleboro. Out in the Cape, Route 6 on the westbound side, after around Route 3 in Sagamore, so expect some delays. But Route 6 from Southern Orleans, 22 from Bourne and Falmouth, Bourne and Sagamore bridges are looking good. Southeast Expressway to southbound side, so from Dorchester all the way up to 3A in Quincy, then hit brakes again from Quincy all the way at the Furnace Brook Parkway. Mass Pike on the westbound side is slow when he also ran tolls. 93 on the northbound side, a little slow around the Mass Pike. But otherwise, Eastern Massachusetts highways are looking good. Central Massachusetts looking good, as the Pike is looking good from Stockbridge all the way up to Boston. And we got an accident on Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, just around Morrissey Boulevard, so expect some delays. Mass Pike interchange with 91 on Chicopee, it's a little slow. 291 on the southbound side, a little slow from the 91 south, slow from 291 in Springfield all the way up to Route 57 in Agawam. Route 59 on the westbound side, slow from Route 25 to Route 8 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, doing an accident on 15 on the northbound side around Route 25. And 95 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 139 in Brentford just before New Haven. But otherwise, Connecticut highways are looking good. Down in New York City, George Washington Bridge on both ends is slow for the Lincoln and the Holland tunnels. West Side Highway on both ends is slow from Washington Avenue to Upper Manhattan. FDR Drive on both ends is slow from Upper East Side all the way up to Harlem. Queensboro Bridge is slow on both ends. And Long Expressway on the westbound side, slow before the Midtown Tunnel. 278 on the eastbound side is slow from Renaissance Rivers Bridge all the way out to Brooklyn Bridge, and then hit brakes again from Williamsburg all the way up to Long Expressway. 279 on the westbound side, it is slow from 25 all the way out to the Brooklyn Bridge. Belt Parkway on both ends, it is slow from Manhattan Beach all the way at the Springfield Gardens on both ends. 678 on the northbound side, it is slow from South Jamaica all the way out to Jackie Robinson Parkway. Long Expressway on the eastbound side, it is slow from Middle Village all the way out to 295. Long Expressway on the westbound side, slow from Queens all the way out to 678 Grand Central Parkway. Grand Central Parkway on the westbound side, it is slow from LaGuardia Airport all the way out to Astoria. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Park Church all the way to George Washington Bridge. 95 on the northbound side, slow from George Washington Bridge all the way out to the Bronx Zoo. 278 on the westbound side, a little slow after Route 95 at about 670 on the southbound side, it is slow. 295 on the southbound side, slow around Route 95 and Drugzec in the Bronx. Down in New Jersey Turnpike on the southbound side, it's a little slow around the Garden State Parkway in Woodbridge Township. But Garden State Parkway is a little slow on the New Jersey Turnpike. We got an accident on Route 18 in southbound side just before Jersey Turnpike into New Brunswick, so expect some delays. But Jersey Turnpike is looking good from New York all the way down for Delaware. Pennsylvania Turnpike is looking good from Philadelphia down for Pittsburgh. It's sort of all the highways and byways in Pennsylvania except for a little slow spots. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow from Trainer all the way down for Boothtown in southern Pennsylvania, and 95 on the northbound side, slow from Trainer to Chester. Route 76 on the westbound side, it is slow from Camden all the way down to Philadelphia, and 676 on both ends is slow from 611 all the way up to Route 76 in Philadelphia. And 76 on both ends is slow from Valley Center all the way up to Plymouth Median, and 76 on the southbound side, slow from Valley Center all the way up to Philadelphia. New York State Freeway is looking good from New York all the way up to the Pennsylvania border. Highways in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are looking good. Okay, look at MBTA alerts at 5:44. Still on the swag to minor delays on the commuter rail and the ferries. They are looking good. Peter Channel News Times now 5:44 on this lovely Saturday evening, the evening before Easter, and it turned out to be a beautiful day. Despite being in the 47, it turned out to be a decent day. And take a look at a 7-day forecast that goes like this. For tonight, increased skies, low about 30 degrees. Dolphins about 5 to 7 miles coming in the evening. Sunday, part-time skies high about 51 degrees. Dolphins about 6 miles coming in east in the afternoon. Okay, H2 forecast 2016. Closing, you got sunrise and morning services for church. Be 31 to 39 degrees with some sunny to podcast skies. If you have a midday egg hunt or other activities outside, perfect. 47 degrees with some sunny skies. Just bring either a little light jacket or a little sweater with you, and you have an afternoon feast. 50 to 53 degrees sunny podcast host Mia. Perfect. A decent Easter Sunday tomorrow in the weather department. Sun in the clouds and cup seasonal temps. Sunday night, a chance of rain May after 3 a.m. Pittsburgh after 5 a.m. hours. Increased clouds about 35 degrees. Becoming eastbound 5 miles per hour. Chance space of 30%. New Pittsburgh less than 10 minutes possible. For Monday, rain before 5 p.m. Pittsburgh will high to 50 degrees. East about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Coming southwest in the afternoon. Chance space is 1%. New Pittsburgh between a quarter and a half inch possible. Monday night, chance rain before 8 p.m. and chance of showers between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Most skies got about 38 degrees. Westward about 9 to 53 miles per hour. As high as 31 miles per hour. Chance space of 30%. Tuesday, most of the most skies got about 52 about 27 degrees. Wednesday, Sunday podcast got about 55 about 41 degrees. Thursday, chance of showers after 3 p.m. Parts of the skies. The most skies got about 64 about 53 degrees. Chance space of 30%. Up it to 70% by Thursday night. And for Friday, chance of showers. Most skies got about 64 degrees. Chance space of 6%. And for most skies Friday night with about 45 degrees. And for Sunday, parts of the skies got about 56 degrees. Currently in Norton, it is 46 degrees. Clear skies and a humidity of 50%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 5:30 evening news on this March 26, 2069. A Saturday evening. I'm Have a good evening. Goodbye today. I'll see you for a late night newscast during halftime of the Boston Celtics Phoenix Suns game. Have a good evening.